Now we're getting into recall, so this is the most important part of having a dream practice. How are we supposed to remember our dreams if we don't remember them? Or how are we even supposed to get lucid if we don't remember our dreams, right? So this is a very important practice. And it all comes down to really the dream journal and seeing dreams as important. So going back to what I said about the dream is just the subconscious mind writing letters to you through images, right? The dream. Imagine if you had a friend that was writing you letters all the time. They lived across your country or something, or across the world, and they were writing you letters consistently. And you would read the letters, you'd get excited, and you'd write one back, right? And of course, if you were interacting with this person and you saw their letters as important and they knew that, the connection's going to keep building, right? You guys are going to keep communicating back and forth. But what happens if you stop opening the letters from your friend? What happens if you stop writing back altogether? You're probably not going to receive as many letters, or sometime, maybe eventually not any letters at all, right? And the subconscious actually works the exact same way. We have to show the brain that dreaming is important in order for the brain to prioritize retaining the dream content. We all dream every single night. Every single night we have 4 to 5 periods of dreaming, right? But if we're not seeing dreams as important, if we're not taking time to remember them, or we're not trying to remember them or recall them, and we don't really have any enthusiasm about our dreams at all, the brain is going to think that it's not important for us to remember our dreams, and it's just going to stop saving the dream content. That's why a lot of people don't remember the dreams. It's not that you're not dreaming, but when was the last time you tried to remember the dreams is what I would ask you. And so once you start to pay attention to your dreams and see them as a priority and get excited about them and even just intend to remember them, your brain's going to start seeing it. Oh, we do care about this practice. This is important information that I need to retain. Because it is important to understand the brain's jobs. The brain has 3 main jobs, and that is seeking pleasure, reducing pain, and being efficient or saving energy. So when it comes to dreaming, if it's trying to be efficient and save energy, if you don't care about your dreams, you're not really writing them down, you're not really using them, your brain's just going to think it's not important and it's going to move its energy elsewhere, right? But what will be really exciting for you guys to know is you can actually gain your recall back within a week or less, which is super, super cool. There is something I do want to touch on. If you are taking any medications, some medications suppress REM sleep, which means you're going into deep sleep instead of being able to experience your REM dreaming sleep. So if you are taking any specific medications or prescriptions, I would definitely look into them to see if there are any that are suppressing REM sleep, because if you are not having dream recall but you are taking a specific medication, it would be good just to see if that medication could be interfering. And there's still some ways around it, but I just want to let you guys know beforehand. Also, if you smoke frequent cannabis, that also highly suppresses REM. I get questions about that all the time. Can I still smoke cannabis and have a really strong dream practice? If you're smoking consistently in what's called a addiction cycle, which is back to back every single day, then eventually it's going to kind of, it relaxes the mind and the body so much that you go straight into deep sleep instead of REM sleep. And REM is actually our lightest stage of sleep. When we're in REM, our brain is actually more active than when we're physically awake. How crazy is that? So if you wake up in the middle of the night for no reason, like at 3 a.m., it's probably because you were in REM, and it's super easy to wake up out of that state because your brain is way more aware. We're in gamma when we're dreaming and lucid dreaming, so that's super consciousness, right? That's above fully conscious. So if you are waking up in the middle of the night, might be a good time to try a technique. But if you are smoking cannabis, drinking alcohol really frequently, it doesn't mess with it too much, alcohol in particular, but medications and cannabis for sure will interfere with your dream recall.